Georgia guard Anthony Edwards is a contender to join the long list of one-and-done freshmen to be selected at the top of the NBA draft, and Edwards catches the eye more than many players in this draft that's been deemed relatively unexciting by many. Frankensteining TNT in a basketball player should give you something that looks somewhat like Anthony Edwards. He's a freakishly powerful athlete, explosive vertically elevating over defenders for monster dunks with regularity. Edwards is semi-truck strong. Here he powers through a strong defender in Tyrese Maxey and lets him know about it. Edwards absorbs contact like he's a Swiffer at times, finishing with his offhand with ease. He's a difficult shot-making machine, loves this in-and-out dribble into his pull-up three. Edwards fires from way downtown, comfortable shooting the three off the dribble from way out in NBA range, and he only needs a sliver of daylight to get this shot off against any defender, and even when it's pitch black, he hits shots with the defenders smothered all over him. Edwards can do things that no one else in this class can do. Check the nasty snatch into double step back, that looks familiar. And against the dropping big man, a quick crossover leaves him in the dust. He falls in love with his jumper though, taking ill-advised pull-ups early in the clock in lieu of better options, making decision-making arguably his biggest weakness as a prospect. He has all of the talent to get great shots, but falls in love with bad ones like these leaners. Edwards beats his man with his elite first step burst and has the paint wide open, but he settles for a tough mid-ranger. On the drive, Edwards should explode into this crease, but he just can't and takes a bad leaner. Given his S-tier slashing tools, Edwards should live at the rim, but he doesn't, and a big reason why is his paths are often rounded, leading to tough finishing angles. Here he should drive right through the smaller Trey man, takes an inefficient route to the hole. As a result, Edwards hasn't been able to optimize his tantalizing creation tools, and his weak handle is a big reason why. Under little pressure, he often loses the ball for no reason. Though his shiftiness helps him separate for pull-ups, he's not a great north-south handler. Switched onto a big here, he can't blow by into the rim, and the ball's poked out. And missing too many easy ones at the rim contributes to his underwhelming finishing numbers. When he's not taking bad shots, Edwards has flashed some passing aptitude, his gravity turning the sliders down to easy. The defense is worried about his in-and-out pull-up. 5 sets of eyes stare at Edwards, leaving his roll man wide open for a dunk. These reads aren't complicated, but they don't have to be given the amount of attention Edwards commands. Here's one with the left hand off of a live dribble, that's pretty sweet. Again, Edwards goes to his in-and-out cross. Watch how he wraps this ball around with his offhand. Here's the consummate top pick package as Edwards accelerates, decelerates with a Euro step, and lays it down. His passing is even greater in transition, where his blazing speed and menacing athleticism overall make him a force to be reckoned with. He's comfortable threading bounce passes and tossing lobs when he's unencumbered by the threats of a set defense. So many of Edwards' debilitating weaknesses vaporize in the open floor, where his handle or decision-making doesn't stop him from putting his head down and driving recklessly to the hole. He's a freight train in the open floor, too fast and strong for many. That in and out is vicious. On defense, Edwards' physical tools lead to some monster moments at the point of attack, where he slides through screens and erases weak shot attempts at the rim. He's quick enough and laterally mobile enough to slide with bursty guards. Here's a nice poke out with some nice coordination, and he can guard up, sliding with bigger defenders, cutting off their drives. Once in a while, Edwards will rotate from the weak corner and destroy shots at the rim with his vertical explosion, turning defense into offense here, but most of the time his defense is disastrous as Edwards' motor, IQ, and instincts are poor. He lets a 43% three-point shooter slip to the corner in the clutch here. His film is littered with dumb gambles. Here he swipes at the dribble handoff, completely forgetting that his man even exists. He often shows great disrespect for his covers, jumping at this pass unnecessarily, and he's lazy recovering. When his focus wanes, Edwards tends to miscommunicate with his teammates. Wheeler wants to switch here. Edwards is way too late recognizing that, and he gives up an open shot. He's a chronic ball watcher, often ignoring his assignment to stare at the ball, letting his man cut right in front of him. Players as bouncy as Edwards should be potent weak-side rim protectors, but his slow processor often leads to late rotations. Even when he does rotate on time, sometimes he just won't contest, offering a weak swipe. Despite sporting the body of a Lamborghini, Edwards' motor often runs like it's a 1976 Buick Skylark, lazy getting through screens, and here Tyrese Maxey doesn't have to do much to dislodge him. He often swipes when he's beat and is lazy to recover, and his ball screen defense isn't great either, rarely getting skinny, and he doesn't care too much to get back into this play after the screen clips him. Though Edwards is very strong, he's not functional enough with his strength. Here, Trendon Watford easily pushes him back into the rim. Sometimes Edwards saunters in the backcourt for too long. A whole 5 seconds elapse before he reappears on the screen, and the ball is through the net before he can do anything. Despite his defensive woes, Edwards had a productive and positive freshman season. The list of newcomers since 2008 who were as statistically competent in many important indicators is full of NBA stars, future stars, and elite role players, and while Edwards isn't exceptional anywhere, he was competent in many areas indicative of success. Though Edwards is often billed as a high-ceiling, low-floor prospect with the creation upside of a star and the defense and decision-making of a bust, I don't believe this to be entirely the case, as he's far more scalable than he normally gets credit for, largely due to his under-talked-about off-ball goodness. The same offensive tools that fuel his powerful drives make Edwards an elite cutter, where defenders don't want him to catch the ball, so Edwards has become a master of this little plant and cut back door, punishing over-aggressive defenders who don't want him to catch the ball. He's able to get easy looks at the rim without ever dribbling this way. He jukes defenders off the ball like his name's Julio Jones, and he creates lanes to the rim like this. Beautiful spin move and offhand finish. Despite shooting under 30% from 3 this year, he's an intelligent spacer, finding cracks in the defense and getting open jumpers. Defenders will have to close out to Edwards, and when they do, it's game over with his powerful first step and explosion off of the bounce. He's lethal attacking off the catch, finishing here with great elevation. Attacking closeout simplifies decisions for Edwards, where he's not tasked with making the same complicated reads that he is when he is driving by himself, and he's more than capable of making these little laydown passes when help defenders commit to his rim attacks. A smart team will help Edwards generate heads of steam off the ball, attacking off of dribble handoffs where his weak handle won't hinder him from getting to the rim. Based on his high 70s free throw percentage, the insane degree of difficulty of his jumpers, and the volume he shot them at, I have confidence Edwards will be at least a competent NBA shooter. And with that, he should be a very effective off-ball piece at least, with the upside to be a dominant creator given his difficult shot making and athleticism. If Edwards morphs into that player, he has the upside to be a primary initiator on an NBA team. And though the downside is real, his ceiling makes Anthony Edwards a surefire top pick contender in the 2020 NBA Draft. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That stuff helps me more than you know. Follow me on Twitter below. Follow Tim Forkin, who makes all of my awesome channel art. And have a nice day.